eye contact of new VMS mails.
See, you make eye contact while you are making a presentation, but is this a new expression you have pioneered? I mean, to make an eye contact of the issue, I think it is something which I have not heard of as yet. I would suggest is please
Keep an eye contact.
keep an eye.
Keep an eye contact with VMS mails. Keep.
I have a question, sorry, sir. When we request for anything, any call, I need to describe the subject, then I need to mention that please raise a call for this. Or either way it's
I think
possible.
first you should describe the scenario and then please raise a call. First, that should, if the thing is clear in the mind, if you are replying to it, obviously the issue has been raised from the other end. But here you are raising an issue, so you have to describe it first, and then you have to say that please.
But in subject line also we are mentioning that creating.
Subject line only talks about it in brief. But if you are having to offer some details about what the matter really is, I would suggest that that should go in the first paragraph, and the last paragraph or the last line should be the request you are making. What you are seeking from the other person. That is what he is supposed to respond. Am I able to?
No, because most of mails which comes from
Most of the mails.
sorry, most of the mails, most of the emails which come from UK users, we see that their first line saying that please investigate the issue, please investigate the orders. The orders have, then it describes. First they make a request and then they describe what the actual problem is.
See, if they are following that system and you want to follow that system, please go ahead and follow it. Because ultimately in your communication environment, if there are certain practices or certain ways of communicating with which those people are comfortable or you have got attuned to it, I don't want to interfere in that, because obviously...
No, I'm not saying about the interference, but I means, as you said, that English is their first language. So
correct.
They must be knowing how to frame
See,
the sentence.
this you never presume. The important thing is never presume that their English will always be better than yours.
Okay.
This is a mistake which you are making. If you are really following the rules of grammar, putting in your full effort, you are collecting the words, framing and phrasing the sentences properly, using the right tone of voice, there is no reason why your English should not be better than theirs or even at par of theirs with theirs.
They may be thinking that why they are facing this phase fast, because
See,
this is the issue. Fast
I tell you one thing, that here in India we learn English, and there in the UK they pick up English. So many a times, I mean, some of the things which they are following is again out of their habits. Even if you talk about accent, there is no one standard British accent. If you go to England, there is one accent. If you go to Scotland or Wales, they also have different accents. Some of you must have travelled there and found it out yourself. So what I am saying is, as part of improvement in communication also, we should never presume anything. When we stress about global accent, it is for this reason, that whatever you are saying, you speak in English to a Japanese, he is able to understand. You speak in English to a French person, he is able to understand. Of course, an American, Australian and Britisher will understand your English. You have the confidence in yourself. And each and every time you try to find out that what are the areas of improvement and just cover those areas. Our entire training program has been, apart from having the broad content, it has been focusing on the individual areas of improvement. Now, having done all this discussion, by now you would have understood one thing, that there are similar errors that are being made in communication. So we don't need to do too many things, we need to do only very few things, and then we find that our communication level itself has changed. Think about your first day, the first day morning session, and this is the 5th day morning session, the pre-lunch session. What are the kind of changes that have been brought about in just 5 days? Reflect on those changes. If possible, list them out. Go over them again in your mind. And that improvement which you have brought about, will motivate you, it will guide you, it will make you feel that if this is possible in 5 days, how much can be achieved in 5 weeks, 5 months? As I mentioned, your career has just started.
I have two emails too.
Yes.
These are two higher levels. Right? So one is the project manager.
Yeah. Now another thing, higher level or lower level. When we are addressing an email, let's say within the group or some same level team, there is no pressure, no psychological pressure. I mean, email is written in a matter of few moments. But when it is being sent to someone important, then the thing starts weighing in our mind, like, as you mentioned, what kind of words I should use. We have done those phrasal verbs. I don't think you need anything more than that. But what I'm trying to say is, please don't have any kind of psychological pressure at the back of your mind when you are drafting an email to someone who's important.
It is a project status.
Yeah.
So subject is this reply. IT2 project. Hi Jonathan, I have completed the IT2 project and deployed on test server. May I request you to please
On
proceed?
the test server. Articles.
May I request you to please proceed with testing the IT2 project?
Yeah.
The next one is
Now,
website is-
when you say that I have completed the testing.
no, I have completed the IT2 project, means developing.
Yeah. No, what I'm trying to say is that when you say that I have completed the testing, is it something which you have done on your own, or
No.
it is part of a team, or you are the team leader?
I am a developer.
Okay.
So I have developed the IT2 project
Fine.
and passing on to the test. I am replying to the test managers.
Okay. Second.
So is it right? May I request you to proceed? Please proceed with the testing.
Yeah.
The
See, you have done your bit. That is, you have brought the server to a level in which the testing can be done. And I think originally he had expected you to do this part of it so that he can do the testing. Is that right?
Yes.
So that is what you are asking him to do. May I request you to proceed with the testing? That's fine.
Next one is project P24/7 is not working. So I'm replying to that. Hi Raj, we are investigating the issue and are confident to resolve in a short time. I will update you the
I will
progress
keep
of
you
our
updated. I will keep you updated about the progress.
I will keep you
Keep
updated.
you posted. Yeah, that's also.
I will keep you
More
updated
commonly used, keep you posted.
about the progress of our investigation.
See, now if you write investigation, it will look like there is a big police investigation or a judicial investigation going on. Now, what I'm trying to say is, this was said in lighter vein, but what I'm trying to say is that the indication to the other person should be that you are looking into the problem on an urgent basis. He should not get the feeling that you are being light with the situation. So if you were to receive this email, how would it be to you? Would you get an indication if you are this person, Raj? You are Raj, and Raj is receiving the email. Now read it as the recipient of the email and tell me, reading this email, this reply which you have received, Raj, do you get the feeling that the problem is adequately being looked into, or real seriousness is being given if it is a critical problem which requires immediate attention?
Amit, on that particular topic, I think most of us use the same sentence as you have pointed out. We are investigating, or we are going to investigate.
Okay.
If we add a couple of lines there, what our investigations areas are going to be, it would be more, it would not be generic.
Right.
This appears quite generic. Investigating means they may be investigating, but what is the investigation?
Okay.
How long it will take? It's not.
So as I understand is, what you're trying to say is that you want to keep the communication broad and open-ended and non-committal on these technical issues.
Yes.
Is that what you're saying?
It
So-
can be more, it can be expressed, it
Correct.
can be elaborated further, elaborated bit
Right.
further.
So in that case, for such an email, do you think specifying some kind of a time frame will be a better idea, or you want to keep it as soon as possible?
Maybe the way we
What was the thing you have mentioned?
I'll read the whole thing. Hi Raj, we are investigating the issue and are confident to resolve it in a short time.
In a short time. See, he has used the word in a short time. So is this appropriate to your communication, or would you like to specify a kind of time frame, how long it is going to take?
I'm confident is fine, that I'm confident that it will be resolved in short time. But we are not sure about the nature of this investigation. We are not sure, it is not, I mean, the recipient would assume that this issue seems to be a smaller issue.
Correct.
And it should be resolved immediately.
Mhm.
So he would expect the response to come in 2 hours or 4 hours or within the same day. If it takes long, initially we need to do some analysis, and then based on that we can say that this is the problem. I mean, we are trying to we are investigating this problem on these areas, and it is likely that this will take this much of time. So this gives the recipient an idea that okay, these are the areas in which he is investigating. So it is not a false promise he is making. He has put some effort to identify the areas where the problem seems to be lying.
So this is something which comes in the subsequent communication, that is subsequent to this particular communication. Is that it?
Yeah, maybe we can make a subsequent communication on the same email.
Okay.
And inform about this. But if you reply, we are investigating. It's like you have made a complaint in the police station and they have said, we are investigating, we are looking into this issue. Don't worry.
Hey, I'll tell you why. Because I also enter these web maintenance. I have an assistant who looks after the technical issues, but I am a little bit into web maintenance. So whenever there's a technical issue, what I have to do is I have to enter a ticket. I mean to the domain service provider. That is the procedure they have created. The reply always comes by email. I mean it comes in reply to the same ticket which is created. But invariably it comes that the reply, that is what is the technical issue that has been solved, that is only the reply. I mean
that is automatic reply.
Not automatic. There's a person who gives the reply.
Okay.
Now what I am trying to ask you here is that earlier, I think yes, 2 days back, you had mentioned that you have different issues. You have a level 1 issue, a level 2 issue, level 3 issue. So if you are, this is a higher level issue. In this reply itself, shouldn't it be more specific? I mean, it is a very high level issue that, I mean, shouldn't it be a little more specific the first time, or this much is sufficient?
I think it can be elaborated. It can be elaborated. There are at times we cannot, we cannot understand the issue at the first glance. We need some time, and we need to reply to the person who has sent on an urgent basis. So in that case, we can make some generic statements, or generic. We can write somewhat generic. But subsequent to that mail, we can immediately write, as soon as we do some findings, we should reply immediately, right? Or else in the first email only. I mean, to greater extent, by seeing the nature of the problem, or by going through the description of the problem, since we are in support process, so we understand the nature of the problem. We can have an idea where the problem lies, what all things we need to investigate. So probably we can give a better definition of the problem, saying that this is what we are looking into, and this will be resolved. Hopefully this should be resolved by so and so. So this will give a kind of assurance to the recipient that they are actually looking into it, or they have started actually looking into this, and they have also given me some time frame. So I can expect this resolution within so and so time. So this can be more promising.
Right.
I can mention that we are looking into it from priority.
Sorry, to add to this conversation. Whenever we need to update we need to provide an update for any issue, we always write that as per our investigation. Okay, we could find the below, and we mention all the points.
Fine.
So,
That's
so in this scenario, if investigation is appropriate, so can we use a different word like analyzation or
We have gone into the matter, we have looked into the matter, we have investigated the matter, we have analyzed the issue. You can't write discuss the issue because you have to do some analysis. And one more suggestion, you have that synonyms, that right click thing while you are drafting the email. Substitute it 1 or 2 times, you see if it makes sense to you. Important thing is, you are the best people to judge the communication which you are sending. These are only some suggestions or broad guidelines which can make the task easier. But the important thing, the message which I am trying to convey is having the other person's perspective also in mind, which sometimes is difficult to keep in mind when there is a little bit pressure of time, there is a little bit pressure of work, or there is a little situation which needs to be handled. Now, if we have practiced these kind of activities, you find that it is easier to meet any kind of and face any kind of situation.
For this any P1 or any P1 issues came, instead of we are looking into this issue, currently we are working on this issue and hopefully it will be resolved as soon as possible.
This is what I meant. You try to put the person who has raised this issue at a little more comfort level through your communication. Let it not only look like a standard kind of reply, if the issue is important, your first communication, your first response should convey that importance.